Hey everybody, let's go over the first page of your assignment. We are going to be looking at slope and we're going to review that real quick. Remember, slope is just the change in the y's over the changes in the x's. But in this case, when you have a line, you're just looking at doing rise over run from one point to the next to see how steep the line is, basically. And the greater the number, the steeper the line. So let's take a look at this. I'm going to go down and get my pen here. And I'm going to say, all right, I'm going from this point to basically this point, the two red points. So I'm going to rise 2, and I'm going to run the entire length of the graph, which is 10. But it's a negative 10 since I'm going to the left. So my slope is rise over run 2/10 negative, or negative 1/5. And remember, it doesn't matter where you put that negative. All right, so let's practice. Let's see if this will fall in the line. I'm going to actually check this simplified version. So I'm going to rise 1, and I'm going to run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And see how that falls right on the line? That means we did it correctly. Okay, let's go from this red point to this red point. I am rising basically the entire graph, which is 10. And I'm running from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm running 9, but notice how I went to the left. So that is a negative. And again, it doesn't matter where you put the negative. So negative 10/9 is your slope there. For the third one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're rising 5, and we're running the entire length of the graph, which is 10. So that'd be 5/10. But notice how I ran negative 10, so that makes it negative, right? And when I simplify that, that simplifies to negative 1 over 2. And let's check that simplified version. That means I should be able to rise 1, run negative 2, and see how I hit the line? Rise 1, run negative 2. See how I hit the line? So that's pretty cool. That worked out. All right, let's check out my rise over my run here. I'm basically rising the entire graph, which is 10, and I'm running all the way over, so that's 1 plus 5 more is 6. So 10/6, but I ran negative, right? And that can be simplified to 5/3, negative 5/3. So let's check out that simplified version. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. See how we hit the line? That's pretty cool. All right, let's continue with page 1. I'm going to rise 1, and I'm going to run the entire length of the graph. So that is negative 1/10. And that's very, not steep, right? You can tell it's a very small number here. All right, from red point to red point, I am rising the entire graph, and I get 10. And I am running from this point, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm running 4, and this is our first positive slope that we have. That simplifies to 5/2. So let's check out my simplified version and see if it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2. And that falls right in the line, which means it worked out. Okay, this guy, red point to red point. I'm going the entire length of my graph, which is 10. And then I'm running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 10/6 or 5/3. So let's check out that 5/3 and see if it falls in the line. Rising 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. It fell in my line. That's a good check. And the last one, I'm rising 1, and I'm running the whole length, which is 10. And you'll notice that this line right here and this line are kind of opposites, right? Because one's positive and one's negative. So that's worth talking about. This reminder, when slopes go like this, they are positive. They have rising action. And when slopes go like this, they're negative because they have falling action. So let's look back at page 1 real quick. See how all these have falling action? That's why they all have negative slopes. All right, and you can see here, these 3, 1, 2, 3, have rising action. They're all going up in this direction, like you're climbing a mountain, and that makes them a positive slope. All right, stay tuned for page 2. Hopefully you did well on page 1.